أهلا بكم. أنا أيوب الريمي، وهذه حلقة جديدة من بودكاست هنا لندن. كثيرون يسعون لتحقيق أهدافهم وأحلامهم، لكن ربما القلة من تقودها هذه الأحلام إلى دخول التاريخ. ضيفي دخل التاريخ السياسي لبريطانيا، فهو أول عمدة مسلم في لندن، وهو كذلك أصغر عمدة في تاريخ بريطانيا. لم يكن تحقيقه لهذا الإنجاز بالصدفة، فهو ومنذ سن مبكرة، منذ الطفولة، بدأ يشتغل في العمل السياسي، وفي سن 18 أصبح عضوا في المجلس البلدي لمنطقة وستمنستر. ومنطقة وستمنستر ليست منطقة عادية في بريطانيا، فهي القلب النابض للعاصمة لندن. فيها تتواجد كل الوزارات، فيها القصر الملكي ومقر رئاسة الحكومة، وهو أصبح مسؤولا على هذه المنطقة. كما أنه لحسن الحظ أنه تصادف تقلده لهذا المنصب مع أحداث تاريخية في بريطانيا. أولا، مرور 70 سنة على حكم الملكة إليزابيث الثانية، ثم وفاة الملكة إليزابيث الثانية، ثم حفل تتويج الملك تشارلز الثالث. كلها أحداث كان ضيفي حاضرا فيها، بل ومن المنظمين لها، وشاهدا على الكثير من تفاصيلها التي سيخبرنا عنها في هذه الحلقة. والكثير من الأحداث، لقاؤه مع الملك تشارلز الثالث ومع الأمراء، وتعامله مع الأسرة الملكية، كل هذا سوف نتعرف عليه في هذا اللقاء مع حمزة تزال، عمدة منطقة وستمنستر، وهو شاب بريطاني يبلغ من العمر حين تقلده للمنصب 22 سنة، وهو من أصول مغربية أيضا. وعن المغرب أيضا سنتحدث، وعن علاقته بالمغرب وبالمغاربة، فتابعونا. حمزة، دابا انت العمدة السابق، عام كيدوز بالزربة
بالزربة بزاف. صح، دابا ساليت العام ديالي السيمانه اللي دازت on the 16th of May. ساليت دابا عندهم مولود مايا مرا جديده، وانا صافي ساليت دابا.
كيفاش كتحس من هذا الانتقال هذا؟
في الشكل because زعما من كنت عامله is very busy. كل نهار عندي شي حاجه، كل نهار عندي شي 3 to 4 different events throughout the days. I think العام اللي داز كله عملنا شي 700 ولا 750 events. So يعني 750 events في العام. So every day. ودابا تبدلت. دابا أنا عشان ندبر الحاجة أساساً نعملها. نشوف بالحق give it a couple of weeks and they'll give me another job. So the council they give you different position.
يعني المجلس هو يعطيك خدمة أخرى.
Yeah. So اللي ديالنا هو يقول أنت تعمل housing، أنت تعمل finance، أنت تعمل communities.
كل واحد أصلاً بالكونسل باقي.
أنا باقي council صح.
خلينا نرجع معك عام قبل. كيفاش وصلك الخبر ديال انه اختاروك باش تكون العمده ديال منطقه وستمنستر؟
انا في الاول عمري ما صحاب لي انكر نولي العمده، because انا العمده ديال وستمنستر دائما ناس كبار، ناس اللي عندهم ماشي كبار زعما كبار زعما عندهم 60 عام 70 80 ناس اللي كبار مني. انا دابا عندي 22، دابا عندي 23. كان عندي 22. كان عندنا elections last year عملنا ليبر ربحت في وستمنستر. اول مره ليبر ربحت في وستمنستر. والليدر ديالنا جا عندي يهضر معايا. he said to me we want you to be Lord Mayor. انت تعمل Lord Mayor، انت تعمل العمده ديال وستمنستر. في الاول I didn't believe him. اصحاب لي لما تكتب لي ولا he's messing around. So then the week after, literally maybe this time last year, just before the start of May, he said to me no, and then I'm in the election for council. So how it works is the councils كلهم. So احنا 54 councillors في وستمنستر. ليبر عنده 31 وكونسرفاتيفز عندهم 23. بالحق الفوت when they vote for Lord Mayor it needs to be unanimous. So كل شيء also agree. It can't be some people disagree. No.
يعني بالإجماع يكون.
Yeah, exactly. So they voted for me on the 18th of May.
العمال والمحافظين صوتوا لك.
Yeah, صح. Yeah. So on the 18th of May they voted for me last year. And I became the Lord Mayor.
ولكن علاش انت؟ واخا لانه وستمنستر كما قلتي ماشي مقاطعه عاديه.
لا وستمنستر
اهم في لندن اللي فيها صح. رئاسه الوزراء، كاع الوزارات والقصر وكل شيء، وكانوا فيها كاع الاحداث الكبيره. علاش تختار حمزه وماشي شي واحد اخر؟
Well, I hope it's because شافوا شي واحد اللي can represent the city properly. إذا ماشي واحد اللي أنا حركت هنا في وستمنستر. I was born here, lived my whole life. عائلة ديالي إما حركت هنا في وستمنستر. حنا وجدي جاوا في 71 جاوا لندن. so أنا العيشة ديالي كلها هنا في ويستمنستر. so أنا أصلي معربي بالحق أصلي ويستمنستر, so I represent the city. so they thought young is good, صغير perfect مزيان, عنده energy, حروج, يتلاقى مع الناس, يعمل حاجات, to keep busy. and then they thought okay, the first Muslim, احنا عمرنا ما كان عندنا شي واحد مسلم يكون العمدة ديال ويستمنستر ever since it was created. and then they thought he's from a minority background, so in terms of representation he represents different communities. وإحنا عندنا بزاف communities في Westminster, so diverse cities in the world. so it sort of it covers all angles.
منين وصلتي لمنصب العمدة؟ واش كنتي كتتوقع داكشي اللي لقيتي ولا لقيتي صعوبة انك تتعامل معاه؟ شاب كيخدم في الكونسل حتى ولا كيتلاقى مع الملوك رؤساء الدول كاع وسائل الاعلام كتهضر عليه صور وكذا, خصوصا انه كما قلتي اول مسلم واصغر لورد ماير في تاريخ بريطانيا, فهادشي كامل جديد. فكيفاش تعاملتي معاه نفسيا؟ كيفاش كنتي كتفكر فيه؟
في الاول انا ما عرفتش شنو اللورد ماير تعمل. I had no clue. I thought it was maybe one event a week. It was quiet. And ما عرفتش زعما 3-4 events a day is very busy. But one of the first events I had was the Jubilee. So we had the Jubilee, the Queen's Jubilee, the Platinum Jubilee. هذيك أول event اللي حسيت براسي زعما
ديال 70 عام ديال حكم الملك.
صح. هذيك أول event حسيت براسي أنا العمدة, أنا اللورد ماير. هالشي صح, هالشي serious. It's work time to work now, because I was sitting with the royal family. So مع ولده ديال الملك دابا, I think like Prince William. And then you had the other members of the royal family. Behind me you had the Prime Minister Boris at the time, and then you had Sadiq Khan, the Mayor of London, وأنا جالس معاهم.
هذيك الصورة اللي تشهرت بزاف اللي انت جالس في المنصة مع الأسرة الملكية حدا اللي ولا ولي عهد دابا الأمير ويليام. كيفاش حسيتي وانت جالس معاه كتشوف الناس؟
I was nervous.
كما قلتي موراك رئيس الوزراء بوريس جونسون, موراك عمدة لندن, موراك كل شيء.
I was nervous. أنا ما كنعرفش شنو زعما. أنا العيشة ديالي is very different من obviously everyone is very different from the royal family. حق العيشة ديالي أنا ما مسننش نمشي الإيفنت هكا ونتلاقى مع الناس هكا. It's very different for me. So I was very nervous at the time, and then I remember the funny story. I really wanted to take pictures. And they said to me, "No, you're going to be on TV. You're going to be on TV." And I didn't believe them. I said, "No, I'm not going to be on TV." And then I found out I was on TV, and I saw the picture, and I was with the royal family, wearing my chain. It was just unbelievable.
كانت الوالده ديالك كيفاش كانت كتحس بهادشي كامل, وكيفاش ملي شافتك في هاد الصوره هادي شنو كان الشعور ديالها؟
مسكينه. she was very proud. انا دائما كنقول عندي 3 people in my life who were very important. It was my mother, my grandmother, and my auntie. These 3 people, everything is for them. So if they appreciate what I've done, they're very happy for me, over the moon. I had to take them with me to different events. So I think my mother came with me to quite a few events, so did my auntie, just to share the experience with them.
كيفاش هي عاشت هادشي؟ لانه كما قلتي رافقاتك في مجموعه من الاحداث المهمه, اعتقد حتى في الوفاه ديال الملكه كانت معك. كيفاش كانت هي كتعيش هادشي هذا كامل؟
هي تجيها في شكل دائما كتوري مسكينه, كتوري شنو تلبس, شنو هي محتاجه. so هي when you go to all these different events كلهم يلبسوا الطربوش ديالهم, اللي هو hat, اللي هو flowers and that sort of thing. وإحنا we don't really wear that. مسكينه she went and bought one, عملتها on top of الحجاب ديالها, وعجبت الحال زعما for her. هي بحالي, عمري ما أصحاب لا أعتمد هذا الشيء. It's never thought it was going to be possible. But she enjoyed it. A little bit nervous, but she enjoyed it. But she loves taking pictures. So أي واحد we meet, she's let's take picture. I say to her, no, this is the Prime Minister ديال. أنا ما بصوروش معاه. No, نصوروا معاه. كل صوروا معاه, no problem عادي.
هو من المحافظين.
Exactly.
المسألة ديال أنك أول مسلم في ويستمنستر, كما قلنا ويستمنستر ماشي شي بلاصة اللي هي عادية. واش ما عمرك ما حسيتي بالعنصرية بالناس كيقولوا واش كيدير هذا هنا؟
شويه ماشي بزاف. زعما الماجوريتي ديال الناس تيفرحوا بيا, they're proud. عجبهم شي واحد صغير مسلم يولي العمده. كاين شويه الناس تويتر كاين شويه العنصريه, شويه racism. people say هذا مسلم is taking over, مسلمين كرات يعملوا هادشي, مسلمين هكا عادي. زعما racism عادي, مسنشن بها. we know what it is, we know how it sounds like. It's the usual. There's sometimes you go كاين شي events اللي مشيت in person, الناس نقال old ones they stop you وتهضروا معك وتحس بحال investigate you
بحال كيحتق معك
صح. they don't believe you زعما أنت you can be Lord Mayor. They don't believe it. So they always meet me and they say to me, where are you from? I say, I'm from London. I'm from Westminster, Marylebone, Liston Grove. That's where I live. No. Where are you? In Oslo. Where's your family from?
هذا السؤال فيه بزاف ديال العنصرية.
دايما because it's like, why do you care? ماشي أنا كنمشي نسقسيهم هم where they from. أنا أعرف هم الإنجليزي. Maybe European. I don't know. But it doesn't bother me. But for me, you tell them Morocco and then they think, oh, so when did you come to the UK? And I said to them, I was born here. How about your mum? I said, my mum was born here. This is a long time ago, Gina. And she's dead. And we've been here for a while. So a little bit. بحكي ماشي بزاف.
منين كتلاقى مع الأسرة الملكية هنايا البروتوكول اللي كاين واش لقيتي شي تدريب قبل ولا كيديروا لك بريفين انه كيفاش تتعامل مع
تتعلم كل شيء on the job. So a lot of it is on the day. So for example مع الملك ديال UK Charles, if we're gonna meet him they always say, so احنا كنتلاقى شي واحد shake their hand تسلم عليهم no problem. You have to wait for him هو يسلم عليك ماشي انت تلول زعما to put your hand out. No, you have to wait for him to do that. If he speaks to you he speaks to you. لما هضرش معك ما تهضرش معه. This is very, he carries on. It's all the royal family. I realized a lot of it is عندنا شي واحد هذا معانا, his name's Steve. So Steve is the mace bearer. So he holds a big gold thing called a mace, and he's also the driver and chauffeur and that sort of stuff. هو كان حدا مع الكونسل ده بشي 16 years. So كل عام he sees the same events. هو تعرف everything. So احنا كنسوق شي مرة he tell me حمزة اعمل هكا, do this, do that.
كيوريك شنو دير.
يوريني يضربني شي شوية, teach me how to do things, and then you make it work. There are lots of people there because ماشي أنا I'm trying to find out. Everyone's in the same position. Everyone's the same.
لكن بغيت نرجع معك لواحد المسألة. كما قلت لكم شاب عنده 22 شويه كيلقى راسو وانت كنتي محظوظ جيتي في احداث اللي هي كبيره اليوبيل ديال الملكه 70 عام الجنازه الملكه والتتويج ديال الملك اللي هي احداث مهمه بزاف. كيفاش تعاملتي مع الضغط كامل؟ اكيد انه كان ضغط كبير عليك. كيفاش تعاملتي معه؟
I don't know. Now that I think I can think about it more. I can process what happened. But when I'm there, when I'm doing the job, it's you don't think about anything else. You think about doing the job properly. So if I'm going to, so we had the coronation 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now. When I go to the coronation, I'm not thinking, oh, this is big, this is crazy, I'm panicking, nervous, I'm young. No, I have to think I'm the Lord Mayor. I'm there to represent the city of Westminster. I'm there to do my job. That's it. And everyone else is there for the same reason. So when I'm sitting there and I have the Speaker of the House of Commons and the Lord Speaker and the Lord Mayor of the City of London, we're all dressed up in our robes, we're all doing the same thing. We're all there for a job. Some of them are older, some of them are younger, some of them are new, some of them have been there for a long time. We're all there for the same purpose. So I never let it stress me out. I stay very calm, very relaxed. I don't panic. That's the type of person I am. And then once I finish, then I can go home and sit down and think about it and say I did that and go on Twitter and post and do that sort of stuff. But you just take it in a stride. You accept the way it is.
ولكن اعتقد انه حتى كيسهلوا عليك المهمه هنا.
Of course.
الناس كيسهلوا عليك المهمه باش كيخليوها معقده اكثر.
لا
كيتسناوك وقتاش تغلط.
لا سو كان عندي الاوفيس ديالي. So الاوفيس ديالي عندي 3 people. The 3 people تعملوا الريسيرش, تعملوا speech, they do the study, everything they and then they write me a brief. So before every event, I have a brief written down.
كيبريفيوك على الاحداث.
Exactly, and they tell me you have to do this, do that, speak to this person. So you get lots of help, lots of support.
نرجع معك ل 17 عام. انت ماشي جيتي واختاروا حزب العمال 17 عام وانت بديتي مع حزب العمال. كيفاش كانت
16 when I was 16 I joined احنا عندنا البارلمنت ديال الشباب youth parliament. So عملت 16 to 17 كنت youth MP. So they voted for me to be youth MP. I finished that and then I joined Labour. So I joined Labour Party, joined a member. And then when I was 17, I said to them, أصني مكافأة أنا أصني ولي councillor. I said I want to become a councillor. They said to me, you have to go.
هو أنه عضو في البلدية ديال Westminster.
Yeah, exactly. So I did that for a couple of months and then they said to me, you have to do this selection, this process, you have to get people to vote for you. I did that, and then when I was 18 كان عندي 18 كان عندنا elections. So in 2018 we did the elections, and then the ward I represent is called Queen's Park. So they voted for me for the first time. I think I got the third highest votes in the council when I first started. Exactly. Yeah. So when I was 18 دخلت مع Westminster properly.
وكاين بزاف ديال الناس اللي يقدروا يدخلوا الكونسل في
No, I was youngest. أنا أصعد منهم ever. ترى أنا أصعد منهم. I'm the youngest. I'm 23. I'm still the youngest. So I probably will be for the next couple of years.
شنو القضايا اللي كنت كتخدم عليها في الكونسل؟
So I was so before a couple of years ago I did like communities. So communities is sort of like neighborhood, young people, that sort of stuff, helping out with that sort of stuff. But when we were in charge of we were in opposition
في المعارضة.
دابا عاد ولينا in charge. So
نرجع معك العام ديال العمدة. كنا تلاقينا اعتقد في ديسمبر، ومن ديك الساعه كنتي قلتي لي حنا كنوجدوا الكورونيشن التتويج ديال الملك. كيفاش كنتي كتشارك في هذا الحدث اللي هو كبير؟ شنو المساهمه ديالك في هذا الحدث؟
ديالي في ويستمنستر is احنا كنا responsible على the road closures, for example. We have to work very closely with the police. We don't control the police, but we work closely with the police to ensure that we've got them in the right places and that sort of thing, to cover. Because the whole coronation, for example, happened, all of it in Westminster. All of it is Westminster.
وباش يعني الناس يفهموا انه في ويستمنستر كاين قصر، فكاين رسميا طارق الملك، وكاين كنيسة ويستمنستر اللي كان فيها تتويج وكاين فيها البرلمان. فكل شيء كان في ويستمنستر اللي انت كتشوف عليه.
كل شيء Westminster. So احنا ensure even the little stuff like how do you say potholes, like holes in the road. We have to clean them up. We have to make sure that there's no hole, because if you have a horse walking and the horse hurts its leg, it's a very, very big problem. So we have to do all of that, and then you have the police do all the sort of terrorism and the safety and the precautions and that sort of thing. But we, on the day before the coronation and the day after, we had a team working 24 hours. So every single hour of the day there's people in the office that's working 24/7 to make sure it runs smoothly. And it did. It ran okay. It ran smoothly. It ran really well. But it was a lot of work from Westminster.
التقيتي مع الملكة إليزابيث؟ هدرتي معها؟
لا ما هدرتش معها. No, because شفتها في a couple of years back actually at a garden party. كان عندنا garden party. بالحق هي ما جاتش. الgarden party اللي عملها leaders هي ما جاتش. She wasn't well. تقول له هو اللي جاء. بالحق هي face to face. عمري ما هدرت معها. So إيه ولدها
تلاقيتي وقيل أكثر من مرة.
So Charles تلاقيته plenty of times. كان Prince وكان الملك plenty of times. William met him lots of times. تهوى plenty of times. The other ones
William اللي هو ولي العهد.
William هو دابا ولي. Next time he will be king. The Queen's cousins, so the other royal family, the Duke of Gloucester, Duke of Kent, and the Duchess, and met them plenty of times. They went to usual Westminster Abbey. They went to him to events manor, and then even the other one like Princess Beatrice, Princess Eugenie, met them a couple of times. كلهم كنشوفهم every now and again.
تلاقيتي بزاف مع الملك ملي كان ولي عهد وملي ولا ملك. شنو الأحداث اللي بقيتي عاقل عليها ولا شي أحداث طريفة وقعت معه؟
He's not tall. He's not tall. And it's probably the TV تبان بويل. He's a tall guy. He's normal height. He's a little bit short. Oh, راجل كبير سامع. ماشي زعما young person. Like he's very he's very friendly. He's very friendly. دايما تيوقف تهضر معاك to ask you. أنا ممكن كان بس chain ديالي سلسلة ديالي. They would say to me, oh, what's that? It was mean what you wearing.
هذيك القلادة اللي كتحطوا ديالها.
Yeah. So دايما he سقسني عليها يهضر معايا. They're very. They know how to speak. Obviously, everything, but they know how to speak. They know how to engage in conversation, and it's nice because they shake your hand. Exactly. ماشي to shake your hand وتزيد. لا, to shake your hand وتهضر معك شوية. How to move on. So it's interesting because أنا كنشوف زعما أنا كنت عامله 1 year. هو دابا إيش ديالو كله his whole life أصلا يعمل هذا الشيء ماشي 1 year his whole life. So كل نهار عنده شي حاجة. Exactly. So كل نهار أصلا يعمل شي حاجة. دائما سانس he knows how to do it. He's perfect at doing it. But no, he's very nice.
ما عمره ما شافنا تعجب انك صغير وليت الود ما عمره ما هضر معك.
No, he did. Yeah, he did. No, Saxony a couple of times. He said to me, "You're very young." I said to him, "Yeah." He said to me, "It's good." He said to me, "It's good."
هو كان عاجبه الحال انه.
Of course, عاجبه الحال. لا. This is what I'm saying. Majority of الناس عاجبني الحال. They're very happy, very positive, and he was as well. So it was very nice. And even the other ones, like I said, the Queen's cousins, some of them are very old in their 80s. They say to me, "Oh, you're very young." And they say, "Oh, it's very good. That's very good. It's time for young people to take over and start doing stuff." So it was positive. It was very positive.
كان ظن بأن ولي العهد ويليام دابا هو اللي تقدر تكون تفاهمتي معه أكثر وتلاقيتي معه.
Yeah, تلاقيت معه a couple of times. Yeah,
بيشارك بزاف ديال.
هو ومراته. I think he's the Prince of Wales now. Yeah, and his wife was the Princess of Wales. So I met both of them and his wife as well. Very friendly. Ziana, she's very nice, very friendly, talks to you. I met her at I met her in Buckingham Palace a couple of times, and then شفتها في Westminster Abbey. هي كل عام في Westminster Abbey كتعمل a carol service for Christmas. Christmas does a carol service, and she said to me, "Oh, is it going to be okay?" I said, "It's going to be okay, no problem. Westminster is going to be fine. It's going to be sorted out." And it gets sorted out, and they're very happy. But they
كيديروا واحد الحفلة في الأعياد ديال الميلاد وكتشارك.
Yeah, the Christmas. Yeah, the Christmas ديالهم. Yeah, so that was good.
وأنت اللي كنتي مشرف على المسألة.
Some of it, yeah. Just the street stuff. So anything that's street related, Westminster has to deal with. It's like the road closures, the parking. We have to deal with that.
But عمره ما وقع لك شي مشكل في البروتوكول ما عرفتيش فاش تتعامل؟
Sometimes can. So حنا ما كنمشيو Westminster Abbey ولا كنمشيو somewhere. We have to be there. ما تعرفش زعما الساعة زعما أجي مع 11 أجي مع 12 لا أجي مع 11 12. It's very specific timing. So if you're 1 minute late or 2 minutes late, تتحصل everything it crumbles down. It's such a stressful thing. كان شي مرة game over. كان شي مرة we were running a bit late. Again, because traffic in London is awful. About maybe 1 or 2 minutes late, and then there was a member of the royal family coming. So protocol, royal family هم أصلاً يجوا الأحر. They have to come last دايماً. دابا لهم ما كانوش ماجين أنا اللي أصلاً ندخل الأحر. So هم كانوا ماجين so أنا أصلاً ندخل كل النوم. So literally هم ماجين 2 minutes after me. وحكا هي جت early. It was Princess Anne. So she was coming very fast. هي بالبوليس إحنا معنا هي معنا البوليس escorts everything. Yeah. So إحنا في traffic وكنشوفهم ورايا. We're thinking, oh my god, I don't had manager. We're thinking, what's happening? We're panicking. And I said to Steve, I said, just drive. So please, just go get there before them. Just get there before them. إحنا نوصلوا الأبي. إحنا نوصلوا على الباب. And then we see her car literally. Right, هي تاي was quick. The whole road she did it in 30 seconds. And then the dean of Westminster Abbey, so the person in charge of the church of Westminster Abbey, جاندي normally تسلم عليا تهضر معايا
مسؤول على الكنيسة.
Yeah, دابا السلام straight away go Hamza go because she's the now most important person. So sometimes it's very stressful protocol, but it's you make it work.
هضرتي على مسألة أنه عجبهم الحال بأنه شاب وصل لمنصب عمدة. واش كتشوف بأنه هادشي اللي درتي غيفتح طريق لشباب اخرين انهم تاهم
I hope so that's the aim. انا دائما كنمشي different schools. دراسة الأكاديمية مشيت عندها couple times باش نهضر مع العوائل نهضر مع الشباب نقول لهم it's possible that you can be Lord Mayor as well. زعما العمدة ماشي شي واحد دايما English person, old person. It doesn't have to be that way. You can change it and there can be a younger person. So yeah, I hope so. I hope people are inspired. Occasionally we have you come to our office, so they come to my office, they come and see what the gold, the silver, all of that stuff. We get them hold it and try it on and that sort of thing. باش يحسوا زعما هادشي it's possible. ماشي بعيدة منه ماشي impossible. وهم ساكنين في الحومة ديالنا, sitting around the corner from us. So I hope it has inspired young people.
دابا كنهضروا الدرجه ديالك واحد زاد هنا وهذا مزيانه
شويه ماشي زاد
هنا هذاك ما كنتيش كتمشي للمغرب بزاف
شويه كنا كنمشيو صغير كنمشي كل عام بحال دابا من 2016 ما هودناش بحال العائله او هودنا انا هودت couple times العام اللي داز I've been a couple times بحال الدرجه ديالي في الشكل because انا ما مشيتش ما تعلمش في المدرسة ما مشيتش Arabic
تمشي
school أنا العربية ديالي تعلمتها في الدار so كاين بزاف كلمات مثلا I don't know how to say I understand maybe better but I don't know how to say them and there's even some words that are old words so words that they won't say anymore and I can hold المعرب كان كل شيء حاجة اسمه don't say that yeah we don't say that yeah because إحنا من العرايش العائلة ديالي من العرايش والشمال تمت يهضروا شوية في شكل من like Casablanca places like that even little stuff like كاين شوية اسبانيولية في العربية ديالنا as well like كوتشارا باركو and then you go down to Casablanca Marrakesh they say هم تهضروا فرنساوية أنا ما كنعرفش الفرنساوية مرة absolutely zero so هم تهضروا معايا أنا said to them اسمح لي تهضروا معايا تسألوا اسمح لي ما فهمت والو ما كنفهمش الفرنساوية مرة وعاد هم تيتلفوا مساكن تيتلفوا because هم سنسوا بالفرنساوية I say to them no هضر معي بالدارجة please الدارجة أحسن is better الدارجة لابد عادي they don't want to speak Arabic they want to speak English they'd rather speak English to me بس هم يهضروا الدارجة مرة بعدين يتعلم so كنحاول I try to learn a bit more I try to speak as much as I can but as long as I understand a little bit and I can speak a little bit I say it's fine when I go on holiday I can survive yeah I can get through it
البراسلي عندك في يدك فيه الدرابو ديال المغرب
yeah
جبتيه معاك ولا
هو كله كاتبين شري كاتبين المغرب ياك I have to check
المغرب والعالم
I have to check yeah no المغرب is close to my heart أنا فرحان I'm very happy because so when I became Lord Mayor there were so many people from Morocco who I don't know never met who messaged me on Facebook on Instagram Twitter
باغي نسولك على المسألة ديال رد الفعل ديال الناس في المغرب على منين وليتي
so many في مشيتي people any event I go to or people comment on Twitter or TikTok even فرحوا بي so much that they're so happy they're so proud زعما شي واحد ولد البلاد is now العمدة ديال Westminster because that shit is like you said it's very rare it's not going to happen all the time
صن بريطانيا المغاربة قلال ماشي بحال فرنسا
لا ماشي بحال فرنسا ولا بلجيم ولا Netherlands anything like that so it's even harder for someone here but in Westminster we're very lucky we have two other Moroccan councillors as well in Westminster we have two other councillors Aisha and Iman so there's two other so we're represented well in Westminster but to be the mayor the amount of support I got from Moroccans from the ambassador as well Hakim Hajwi when I met him a couple of times just that support overall has been extremely positive and I'm proud
دابا كتمشي للمغرب مازال كتمشي
can hold every now and again دابا عندي I have when I was younger ما كان عندي العائلة شوية بحكم majority العائلة اللي هنا في لندن so احنا كنهودو is just to check up on things نشوف الدار كي دايرة and stuff like that بحال دابا هود with a purpose so I'm doing stuff so I'm going to go next month for example to visit a school yeah so in Hollywood أمشي Casablanca ومن كازا أمشي للرباط I'm going to visit a school called London Academy and they're sort of an English speaking school just to create that connections to see how we can link up Morocco with the UK a bit more what sort of connections can we do and again for me it's not sort of a big thing but it's important I think to see what's happening because like I say to people I will always be Moroccan I'm British and I'm Moroccan this is not a two separate things this is one identity this is one thing
في المغرب ولا الاهتمام بزاف بلونجلي اكثر باللغه الانجليزيه اكثر وكذا كتشوف هذه مساله مزيانه ومهمه
yeah it's important انا كتجيني الانجليزيه احسن من الفرنساويه والله because the majority of the world they speak English that's the first language so French for me is a language of obviously if you're French but if you're not then French is the language of the past you don't need to move to English or whatever other language you want to do Spanish is spoken more than French so it's one of those things I think over time I think Morocco is improving especially with English and eventually they'll get there
إذا سولتك شنو اللي تبدل فيك من بعد هذه السنة هذه التجربة اللي دوزتي شخصيتك في رؤيتك للعمل السياسي
I think confidence ديالي my confidence زاد because I know again I was confident before because شي واحد اللي تولي councillor عنده 18 you have to be confident زعما تهضر مع الناس you learn things you see how things are going but I think over the year I've understood the different aspects of life I've seen different people in different groups different areas people who are different from me and I've been able to understand them and learn from them and see how they live their lives. So it's just been a huge eye opener to see how the world works. Yeah, because we do lots of work with communities, ambassadors from other countries. We do a lot of work with them, and we sort of experience and see how we can help them, how they can help us. And I've learned a lot, and hopefully I can continue that sort of legacy going forward.
هادشي اللي بغيت نسولك عليه دابا شنو الخطوه الجايه اللي كتفكر غادي دير؟
So it's up to leader. So leader ديالنا تيقول لي جماعة من هادشي. My preference. Yeah, my preference would be something to do with community stuff. So I always say sort of local residents issues, young people. That's all very important to me. Yeah, that stuff is very important to me. And then the diplomatic side of things as well. I think it's very important to work closely with the embassies and high commissions and make sure that we're able to link them up with their people, their residents who live in Westminster, who live in the UK, and see how we can give back and how they can give back. Because it's a very diverse city, Westminster. We have about 250,000 residents, and a huge portion of those are from different backgrounds and different countries. So it's important that they're included and that we're able to do things that make them feel included.
في لندن ديما كنقولوا بانه مدينه اللي متنوعه بزاف اللي بغيتي غتلقاه هنا في لندن. وواحد الحاجه اللي فيها مزيانه هو انه ربما العنصريه اقل وكاين قبول ديال التنوع بواحد الشكل اللي هو كبير. كتشوف انه هذا النموذج ديال لندن غادي ينتشر ولا العنصريه
I think London is أحسن city في UK. الدولة كلها I would say London is the most accepting, it's the most diverse, it's the I know I was born here and I'm a bit biased, but I can never live anywhere else apart from لا العيشة ديالي هنا ونحاول stay my whole life in London and Westminster. I'm very happy with where I am. But in terms of the racism and عنصرية and stuff like that, wherever you go in the world, it exists. Wherever you go, if you remember it exists. But in London, I would say we're on a different game. It's not like you hear in America or places like that. London is a very special place, and especially Westminster.
الانتخابات المحلية الجاية غتكون في 2026 وغادي تشارك فيها. دابا المشاركة ديالك عاوتاني غتكون في البلدية عاوتاني.
So احنا عندنا election ديالنا 2026. Next year كاين the national one, but also the mayor of London. So Sadiq Khan gets elected next year, and then the end of next year we have the national elections. So in the future I want to become an MP. I want to get into parliament. Inshallah that'll be the things to try and do in the future.
إلا خيرتك ما بين البرلمان وعمدة ديال لندن بحال شو تختار؟
هذا شيء صعب. العمدة ديال لندن is a very special position. كاين أي واحد MPs كاين lots of them كاين 650 حاجة. العمدة ديال لندن كاين 1.
وعمدة لندن بزاف كتحل الطريق باش تولي رئيس وزراء.
Of course كتعاون بزاف هادشي. So who knows? الله أعلم. We'll see what happens in the future. We'll see where it takes me. But I'm going to stay in politics and see where I get to.
ذكرنا بوريس جونسون تلاقيتي معاه وتلاقيتي مع ليز تراس ومع ريشي سوناك. كيفاش هادشي هاد الدارجه كنقولوا حنا الروينه اللي كانت
روينه تماره
في بريطانيا هاد الشهور اللي فاتوا 3 ديال رؤساء الوزراء في 6 شهور
تيمثلوا على الناس وصافي. والله تيمثلوا على الناس. Too many people. We should only have one prime minister for a couple of years. We've had 3. It's been all over the place. It's been a bit wobbly. No one knows what's happening. Even now, they're not sure what's going to happen. They're not sure what's going to happen. It was a miracle that I met all 3, especially Liz Truss, because she wasn't around for long. I still met her. She did the funeral and that sort of thing. So I was there for that. So we'll see what happens. But then next year, the elections will be very important. It's going to be a big decisive election to see what happens to the future of the country. So we'll see.
أنت متفق مع الناس اللي كيقولوا بأنه بريطانيا بدات كتراجع الصحة التعليم ما بقاش كيما كانت خصوصا انت عشتي هنا وتولدتي هنا واش متفق مع هذا ولا كتشوف بأنه ولا زعما الأمور هذا كتطور؟
الدنيا تبدلت ماشي لندن ماشي بريطانيا ماشي ويستمنستر الدنيا كلها تبدلت كاين شي حاجات اللي have
ولكن
improved.
for the worst يعني أسوأ
Well,
ولا أحسن؟
some things have improved and some things have got worse. So if you say you hear in the news now cost of living about energy bills, it's gone up. It's too much. بزاف هادشي. الماكلة طلعت. Everything's gone very, very expensive for people. But then you look at it and you say, okay, but then education is very good. Education has improved. It's always been very good. Anyone can go to university and stuff like that. It all works out. But then you say, the flip side is, it costs a lot of money. University, you have to get loans. It's not free. So everything, there's two sides of the coin. But it's, أنا عمري ما نقول London is bad. I would never say that. For me, it's always good. It's always good. There's problems nationally with the government, 100%. The government.
كنت عاشق لندن.
Of course. The government has issues, but yeah, alhamdulillah.
قلتي بأنه باغي تكمل وتعيش حياتك كلها في لندن ومسارك السياسي هنا. لا شي نهار عيطوا لك المغرب قال لك حنا محتاجينك في موقع معين، محتاجين الخبرة ديالك.
ولا عيطوا لي نمشي of course. لا عيطوا لي هم عندهم النمرة ديالي. they wanna call me أول شي شوية شوف شنو واقع. الحق تاريخ محلي وصال عاد نهضروا عليها. الحق I always say if there's any work I can do to help Morocco, whether that's nationally, whether that's with sort of political stuff and linking up with the UK, always happy to do that. But my base is here. My base is here.
لا بغينا نساليو برسالة اللي توجهها للشباب. بغيتك أولا توجه برسالة للشباب اللي هنا من خلفيات مسلمة مهاجرة، ومن بعد رسالة للمغاربة اللي غادي يشوفوك خصوصا الشباب حتى. شنو تقول لهم؟
نقول لهم
خلينا نبداو بالشباب اللي هنا في أصول مهاجرة.
الشباب اللي هنا I would say to them like advice or like sort of what do you mean like thank you
نصائح لا نصائح ولا advice.
I would say so we've always had this is very specific for where I live and young people in my area. But there's always challenges in life. There's always difficulties. There's always problems. There's always barriers. There's always hurdles. But you just have to keep going, to be honest with you. You always have to keep going. You can never stop. It doesn't matter how, the way I see it is, when you got something hard going on in your life, there's someone else who's got it even harder. And there's someone else got it harder than them. There's always levels of distress, always levels of issues and that sort of thing. So if you're able to get out of that mindset and do something with your life, then do it. I always try to talk to young people and inspire them and say, this is possible, get into politics, get into this. Because for me, politics is... Yeah, because politics is what decides what you do in life, essentially. It dictates.
لأنه كنتلقى بزاف الناس حتى هنا سواء في العمال ولا المحافظين، ناس عرب ولا غير عرب اللي عندهم أصول مهاجرة كيقولوا بأنه يلقاو مشكل مع الشباب. شنو غنديروا هما في الاخر كيختاروا اللي بغاو كيجيبوا اللي بغاو.
المشكل ماشي مع الشباب، المشكل مع الناس. بنادم ما تفهموش الشباب، ما تفهموش اللي they don't understand what the young people are going through. And this is why it's important to have young people like myself in politics so they know what they're going through, they know what they understand. So when I was elected as a councillor when I was 18, I was still young, still a kid almost, obviously adult, but I was still young. I still go to the play football with Hobby, I still go out, I still go to the cinema, do that sort of stuff. It's a normal thing. But nowadays it's people who are a lot older who can't relate, and I think that's the missing element between all of this.
والمغاربة حاول تقولها بالدارجة.
المغاربة المغاربة كنقول شكرا
لكن الشباب شنو تبغيتوا لهم؟
الشباب عمرهم ما يسحب لهم كاين شي حاجة اللي بعيدة منهم ولا شي حاجة اللي they're not meant to do because exactly because حنا كنسمعوا الناس بزاف تيقولونا especially sometimes العائلة ديالنا تيقولوا ما تمشي هذا الشيء تيحافوا علينا بزاف، ما تمشيش للندن، ما تمشيش لفرنسا، ما تمشيش للخارج، انا بقى هنا في المغرب stay okay no problem. but if you're a young person حاول تعمل شي حاجة اللي you think is going to make a change in the future. ما تكونش content, want more, always want more. Obviously كل الحمد لله وبالحق there's always more things to do. So look, you've seen what I was able to do. You never know. في المغرب we need young people involved in politics. We don't have enough. ما كاينش الناس صار run for politics. It's always the same people, the older people, and when they get elected they stay for 30 years 40 years. عمرهم ما يتبدلوا. So it's important young people يدخلوا would get elected.
حمزة شكرا بزاف.
عفواً.
العمدة السابق لويس مينستر. نتمنى لك التوفيق دائما
ان شاء الله.
ربما من بعد
ان شاء الله
سنين 10 سنين عمدة لندن.
واي نوت ان شاء الله. ان شاء الله.
شكرا جزيلا
شكراً.
على الاستجابة للدعوة وعلى
لا
التجربة
شكرا.
ديالك.
شكرا.
شكرا لكم مشاهدينا الكرام على حسن المتابعة. يمكنكم متابعة هذه الحلقة على قناة هنا لندن، بودكاست هنا لندن على اليوتيوب، ويمكنكم أيضا مشاركتها مع من ترون بأنه مهتم بهذه الحلقة. وإلى لقاء آخر، في أمان الله.